English is based on hard and fast rules that don't change. Never have, never will. Right. To quote an article in Linguistic Society of America, language is always changing, evolving, and adapting to the needs of its users. Almost like a virus, moving through populations and morphing itself in the process. Here are some of the main drivers of that morphology. When people migrate across countries and continents, encountering new environments and experiences, they develop a need for new words to describe their new world. Migration usually results in blending of a new language with people's native tongues. Tex-Mex is an example. It's a blend of Mexican Spanish and English, and it's spoken on the Texas-Mexico border. Language also changes as it passes from one generation to the next. Here's one example. Your grandparents may have used the word courting, but you probably say dating. Technology has always generated new words and phrases also, but the digital age switched that to high speed. Some experts say the infiltration of technical terms into everyday language is now quickening. We're definitely using terms today that didn't exist only a few years ago. To Google, to Skype, to Photoshop, even more recently, to Slack somebody. And texting originally was referred to as text messaging. But the shorter form, texting, soon took on the role of describing the message itself and the process of sharing it. You can see language, just words, are influencing us. And then in turn, we're influencing them. And in some cases, tech talk and generational change are linking up. The word because is an example. So for hundreds of years, it was used as a conjunction, meaning for the reason that. And it was followed by a clause of explanation and often the word of. How do you know climate change is real? Because science. Because becomes a sort of preposition. Internet linguist Gretchen McCullough has a book out called Because Internet, Understanding the New Rules of Language, and she examines the evolution of the internet and the use of informal writing.
IDK, my BFF gel.
If the most basic force for change in language is what the users need, then in some cases it might be that need to be current, to be up to date, to be young.
Ugh, as if.
And in other cases, age-old divides persist region by region. For instance, do you enjoy a nice cold pop? Soda? Coke? Probably depends on where you grew up. The question is, what will English look like and sound like 25 years from now? It will be different with new structures and new words. Why? Because change.